Tunde Custer. This is
Jennie,
Moench, and this is the Creative Alliance Showcase brought to you on the Flint Underground channel. You're probably watching us online, flintunderground.org, or maybe you're watching us on Comcast Channel 17, public access.
Mondays at 6 p.m.
Sometimes it's on the right Monday, sometimes it's on right on Monday. We're glad you're watching us right now.
One of our videos will be on Monday at 6 o'clock, Comcast Channel 17.
Right, we will be there in some form, or a Creative Alliance video will be there. And we do that every month. We got our Creative Collab night we film, as well as all sorts of art walk events and real cool stuff.
Yeah, Buckham Alley event. Oh, that was last
year. Buckham Alley Fest. Yeah, did you do Back to the Bricks? No, it was Back to the Bricks, but I hear it's about good.
Okay.
But anyways, you can see us on Mondays at 6.
They wouldn't let me out of my car. I tried, but they wouldn't let me out of my car.
Yeah, they just sit there and watch it.
You know, you gotta drive by and keep
videotaping
things
through
the window, I guess.
Well, anyways, we're the Creative Alliance. Jennie's a local artist and writer. I'm a local writer and apparently poet, performer. The Creative Alliance is a group of artists and activists. We are painters, poets, organizers, dancers, actors, models, photographers, filmmakers, writers, DJs, musicians, designers, comedians, performers, and any other creative type people that we can get. Our mission is to organize events and activities that support art, culture, education, and our community. We want to encourage an atmosphere that makes people proud to live in Flint. If this sounds like an organization you're interested in being a part of, we meet every Wednesday at Churchill's Bar and Grill on Saginaw Street at 7 o'clock, except for the third Wednesday of the month, which of course is our
Collab night.
Creative Collab night down at Good Beans Cafe. And that's 7 to 10, that's free. There's an open mic, open canvas. It's a really cool atmosphere to get out there and get some exposure.
We're all about promoting local artists.
And if you want to become a member of the CA, you go to Jennie, and her email is right there. So today on our show, we're really excited. We got some heavy hitters. We got local author Chris Ringler, who's also a founding member of the Writer Circle, which is one of those cool CA groups. And we've got musician superstar Tunde Olaniran, so that's really cool for us for today. And then we got this little sneak peek video at a cool art project that our buddy Faceless is doing out in the community. Do you want to go to that first? Do you want to just...
Well, did you want to, we can do that first, or you can read the events, which one you want to do?
Oh, let's read the events.
Okay.
Let's see. Friday, August 23rd in Davison at the Yoga Path. There is Sound Journey Workshop with Jeremy Arndt. It's 40 or 50 bucks at the door. He'll bring instruments from his travels around the world to create a unique musical experience. That same day, if you're in Flint, August 23rd, 7 p.m., Spencer's Art House will have a public event featuring performances at an outdoor amphitheater and stage set, brick oven fired pizzas, barbecue, tours of the building, and installations by a number of their artistic friends.
I'm curious to see that. Have you seen it lately?
I've just walked by that today actually. There's this really cool projection screen on the building next door, and it looks like they're building little brick ovens and stuff. So
wow.
It's pretty cool, and it's $5 at the door. I think it goes to support the project.
That's great.
Saturday, August 24th, Joel Rydecki will be playing at the Flint Farmers Market from 10 to 2 p.m. So check that out. Joel's a homie. August 24th, same day in Clio, Fireman's Park from noon until 1 a.m. There's the Freak Show, which I think is an electric chair sponsored event. I know Flint Underground's going to be there, and it's kind of just like a cool camp out event type thing. I think people 18 under are allowed until 1 a.m. and then the camp out to 21 and over. Check that out. I think it's 10 or 20 bucks at the door. Fire breathers. Doesn't say. Check it out.
You skipped the roller haven thing. I like that because that's about the Flint zombie.
Oh, you announced it.
Oh, on August 24th at Roller Haven, I think it's the Roller Haven over by in Grand Blanc, they're having a pizza soda party. It's $12, and that includes skate rental, unlimited pizza and soda, and it is a Michael Jackson zombie tribute, but it's to help the zombie walk. And if anybody knows anything about the Flint zombie walk, it's really cool. And we've got a video of it. If you go through our videos at the very end, there's one of the zombie walk. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I just found out this last week that there's actually 2 roll havens. I thought there was just the one in Grand Blanc. There's one selection.
Yeah, it's one.
Learn new things all the time. I think it's $1 admission, or $1 of the admission that night. It's $12 admission, including rental of skates, unlimited pizza and pop. $1 goes to the zombie walk. So back to the day after that, Saturday, August 24th, the local, 7 to 11:30. Got the Tom Toms, Brown Sugar, Jamal Molotov, Bluffing the Ghost, Campfire Time Capsules. Check that out. Sunday, August 25th at Zippy's Pizza from 4 to 8 p.m.
It's a tribute to someone who just died.
Is it the father and the owner?
Alan is his last name. I'm not sure what his first name was. Anyway, they're having a
So if you knew Alan,
touch class is going to be playing there.
August 30th, Friday, 7 to 10, Square Boys are coming to Flint. They want to party. They're going to be at Churchill's, party with them. If you're too young to go to Churchill's, come to the local that night, Friday, August 30th, 7 to 11:30. They got Old St. Tranis, Great Green Room, A.R. Farley, Jen Noel with Natalie Sevick, Mike Castle Music, and Bolt Creek. Tuesday, September 10th, tear down or build up Flint time from 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. in the Happenings Room at U of M Flint will feature Gordon Young, author of Tear Down, Memoir of a Vanished City, and Jane Lord Nelson, director of the Thompson Center for Learning and Teaching, to facilitate a panel during which 4 U of M Flint faculty will offer their perspectives on the themes and contentions of Young's book. Those professors will be Victoria Mockrell, Thomas Henthorne, Adam Lutzker, and David Lossing. So check that out if you're into debating stuff about Flint. September 10th, 6 p.m. until October 15th.
Belly dance classes.
Pole Passion Fitness, Arena Belly Dancing. It's going to be a 6-week course, it looks like. $40. $10 drop. And last but not least, Wednesday, September 11th at the local, 6 to 11. It is the Flatliners record release party on Fat Records. Yeah, I think it's just the Flatliners CD release party. It's punk rock from DC hardcore type stuff. So check that out.
So, want to watch Pauly's video?
Yeah, let's get to the video. So if anyone doesn't know, Pauly has been working on planning and slowly accruing the funds to facilitate this massive mural on the side of the Michigan Compassion Care Center, which is located in Chevy Hill. It's like the last standing building, this Union Hall. This people converted into a space. 1222 Glenwood Avenue, which is Curzon Street downtown. It was Glenwood at the Crook past Stevenson before Chevrolet. Massive mural. I think it's something like 18 by 40 feet or 18 by 70 feet. It's this huge timeline of the Flint history. It's really cool. It's got some Native Americans in there. He's working on like a logger coming up, and it like progresses through the auto age. So check out this thing. Pauly's still trying to raise funds for it. Get at him on Facebook. And
yeah, put some contact information in for you.
Yeah, get at him right there. And let's see the video real quick.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't have to pose. Okay, here I am at the Compassion Club. You can see Pauly has been really busy. Anybody wants to know where we're at? It's Kersley. Let me get closer. Here we go.
It's taking forever to come out of here. I need to mix up some more stuff or something. Let's do like a swoop-de-loop. Trying not to get paint on the pavement, but it's kind of hard.
Maybe you can paint over the paint with some black paint so nobody knows the paint's there.
Eventually, yeah, we're going to take care of it, but it's going to be a minute.
So, do you have with you the drawing of how it's going to end up?
I got some stuff. Dig through my sketchbook. There's part of it, like the flower that I'm gonna do right now. Depending on how much sunlight we got, how much more sunlight you think we had?
I don't know.
Probably not too much.
So, did you decide on the design as well, or is this somebody else is giving you some ideas of what they might like, or?
It was a real big smash up of like everybody's ideas. There's the F. Papians. They had an idea, of course, but the cats that own this building, I want to make it look perfect for them because they own this building. It's their building. So it's it's effing It's a pictorial timeline of Flint. Like, if you go there from the old school days and stuff, there'll be an Indian face and whatever have you. And then that's the future is what I'm painting right now.
So how far do you think you are on it? Like
This is
approximately.
It's the 5th session.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you're an artist, you know what a session is. Like whenever you feel like painting or whenever you stop.
Uh-huh.
So I wanted to do a tally mark of like how many hours it was and stuff, but or how many times I climbed up and down a ladder, but I'm kind of past that point.
Who all has helped with buying paint and things for this mural?
Who helped?
Yeah.
Mostly family. When I say family, I mean like friends and family. Most of them. And then someone actually donated $50 to this too. Like,
Oh, really?
somebody that goes into this building to do whatever they gotta do. Which is super cool. Like a random stranger. You don't get that from random strangers too often.
What was the money that you used to buy the paint? Didn't you get some grant money too?
All I'll say is the check was signed to my name from the Flint Institute of Arts. That's all I
Oh,
have to say
wow.
about that.
Okay.
Yeah, they're closed, man.
Okay.
Yeah, they're closed, man.
Early today, huh?
It's Sunday.
Oh, that's right.
Gotta go to church.
Everybody got their kicks off at Back to the Breaks and whatnot. But yeah, I don't know. I want to let people know I'm doing this and stuff. Like, not trying to be a poster boy or anything, but I've only had a few visitors. Aside from the people that come and go, like maybe 5 friends have been coming up here.
Oh, wow. You should have called me sooner. Or maybe you were trying to and I wasn't paying attention to my
And
phone.
shout out to Rod. He's been helping me out a lot. Just in general. I don't know if he wants to be shouted out, but whatever.
Well, actually, I have seen the design, a few different drawings of your design. In fact, I think I've been watching it kind of progress
They're all
over a few
inside.
events.
They're all inside. The other day I had like my main painting like just laying out. So I could kind of stare at it and whatever.
So in this book here?
Yeah, you gotta do some digging though.
Okay, let me look through Pauly's book. Okay.
It's like a journal, so be careful.
Oh, no.
I'm only gonna do like 2 projections, I think, out of all that. The rest of it I'm doing freehand.
So far what you've done is free-handed, isn't it?
Yeah, I haven't projected anything. It's all been out of my brain.
So you got a projector, though. That just helps, you know, even,
I have one of those like super cool ones.
you know, even, oh,
It's got
yeah,
one of those old school like
projectors.
mathematical ones.
But even Leonardo da Vinci used a crystal to project onto his canvas. You know that, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
I forgot about that. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is it time to pack up and get out of here?
No, it's perfect time to put some paint on the wall.
It's great weather, man.
Yeah, it's nice and quiet down here.
Jennie, I really need some headphones. It's too quiet for me. I need some hip hop. On like an iPod or something. On like an MP3. Anything with music in it.
You know, I don't even have a phone that plays music. Last time.
It's tobacco,
Okay.
just so everybody knows.
Okay. So, what else is going on with you?
You're looking at it if you aim that way.
Yeah. You know, I'm gonna get a picture of it just before you quit too today. Do you have anything else you want to promote though, or about?
Yeah, Friday the 13th, Art Walk.
September? Friday the
September.
13th.
Bring the ruckus. If anybody needs anybody to get at, wants to bring art or bring performances, whatever, you can always dial 810-610-6870 or just find me online or something like that. And bring the ruckus. It's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be great. The Skinny's playing. Shout out to the Skinny. They're doing 2 sets, 2 full sets. I'm looking at your eyes, but whatever. But yeah, they're doing 2 full sets. I might DJ, but as of now, I just, I got my hands wrapped up trying to roll a cigarette and
Work on the
turn
wall.
this into something beautiful.
Sure.
And it's getting there. So it's
So
cool.
what gave you the idea of making a mural that was about Flint, giving it that theme?
Nick Custer actually, Nick Custer had he was part of the idea, or he helped out with the idea. And the owners helped out with the idea, of course. It wasn't my theme originally. Otherwise, I would have just went bananas.
Yeah. So you just kind of went with their theme and did your own thing.
This is a good local spot. It's a good downtown local spot.
Yeah.
Almost downtown.
Right.
Yeah, that didn't work out, so I don't really care about that right now.
So then the carriage, Carriage Town. I mean, and you're gonna have a carriage in the mural
Fisher Body
too.
logo.
Okay. Aren't you gonna? Didn't I say a carriage in there too that you're gonna have in the?
Yeah.
Mural?
Fisher Body logo.
Okay. Oh, that is what that
Everybody should
is.
know what that
Okay.
is.
Sorry, I didn't. I'm not a big car
But it's
person.
cool. I
though.
got some gold metallic paint that I'm gonna use and stuff. I'm gonna try to get it as precise as it gets, but we'll see. Anybody that knows
How many murals
how
have
I
you
paint.
done? Have you done this before?
I've done another one, but never this big.
So this is the biggest one you've done so far?
Yeah, check it out.
Yeah. No, I did videotape. I'm going to videotape some more just before you quit painting, too, or maybe right when
This
you
is
quit
only
painting.
session number 5. And if I were to do the math, maybe 15 hours if you minus talking to people and stuff while I'm painting. So, or maybe less than that. But got some stuff done.
But you had a lot of planning time and all that into this too, haven't
all
you?
that time I'm not even counting because I didn't have fun with
Where
that.
Where would you like to do a mural if you could do it anywhere in Flint?
Smack diggity downtown somewhere. I don't know. On the most known building anywhere. But this ain't looking so shabby. I got a lot of work to do and I gotta use this paint.
You gonna make Flint proud? And still
that's-
Flint pride?
That's the goal. That's the goal. I'm doing this for Flint. Probably hardly getting paid.
Well, how long have
if
you
I
lived in
even get
Flint?
paid. What's that?
How long have you lived in Flint?
Since I was born.
So you want to make your community proud?
Yeah, it's a good spot too. Check out the road. Everybody that comes up and down this way, it's just gonna be bam.
I see a lot of people
Right
on
there.
bicycles and jogging and all kinds of stuff while I've been here.
Everybody drives this way if you're coming this way.
It's right between downtown and West Side, huh?
I just want to make the owners proud. I want to make Flint proud most of all. I want to make myself proud. And then everybody around me proud and happy to do this thing. But I got to use this paint up. So
Okay, so I'll
this is me signing out.
Okay, peace out.
So yeah, that was a pretty sweet mural right there.
Yeah.
You've been working on it for a long time. You just
Yeah.
now, I think this is day 5 of the process. So I can't wait to see it finished. And
Maybe on the next show, he'll have it done.
yeah, if anyone has paint supplies, he's looking for donations. You can hit up Pauly on Facebook. I'm sure you can use anything. He's pretty resourceful.
Well, we forgot to mention our walk for September. It's going to be on September 13th, so it's going
Friday
to
the
be.
13th.
Yeah, the theme's going
Yeah.
to be.
It's gonna be bring your crazy start, right? I think that's how it works on Friday the 13th shows. It's pretty rare these days.
And there's.
So let's go down to church shows
Right.
and blow up the street probably, right?
Sure.
Kind of make that connective tissue. They had a really cool. Did you get the video from the last art walk? They had just a bunch of people outside. It was like a little farmer's market of art type thing right outside the bar.
Oh, yeah,
It was really cool.
Art's all over the place, art walk.
So
And the band that's going to be playing for
yeah.
Friday the
Same, right?
13th. Yeah, that's what I and there'll probably be some more music besides that by the time the art walk gets here, because it's kind of early, we're still playing
Right.
it. But it should be a lot of fun.
And if people see this early and they want to get a hold of Pauly Everett to participate with, what to bring, what type of crazy art, get at him on the same Facebook page. So,
Yeah. Well, and you know, now that we're here at the local, our costs have gone way down.
and we're only asking $10 if you want to be a sponsor of the show. That gets you one 60-second commercial or two 30-second commercials. It's pretty effective advertising. Actually, here's some of our sponsors right here. Let's check them out. Our underwriters.
Page's Bookstore is locally owned and is located at 132 West 2nd Street in downtown Flint at Buckham Alley. Showcase for local authors and artists. Visit during the second Friday Art Walk. Pa-da-pa-da-pa-pa. Creative Line shirts, yeah.
Stop! Don't steal that shirt, not when you can buy one for only $10.
Only $10? What a deal!
That's right, only $10 for a Creative Alliance glow-in-the-dark t-shirt. And you can get them by ordering them, mailing this address, or you can come to a Creative Alliance collab night at the Good Beans Cafe in Flint every third Wednesday at 7 o'clock to 10 o'clock, or you can get one out of Gary's truck.
The Greater Flint Creative Alliance is not responsible for the contents of this commercial. That was not a body in Gary's trunk, and no poets were harmed during the filming of this message.
Just buy a freaking shirt!
All right, we're back with Chris Ringler. Welcome, Chris.
Thanks, sir. Nice to see you both.
Yeah, it's been a few episodes since we saw you last.
What was it you were on before? You were on quite a while ago. We were podcasting this. We were being filmed in the studio. And if anybody hasn't seen one of those, it was over a year
It was the
ago.
real Flint Underground back then.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, that's what it's been.
What were you, Black Heart, wasn't it?
It was the
Red Dreams.
Red Dreams.
Yeah.
I know you're a great writer, but you write some creepy stuff. I gotta tell you.
Part of the appeal, right?
It's meant as a compliment.
You're right what you know, I guess.
There you go.
What is your background? Where do you come from? Where does this come from? All of this.
Usually I get that from old people.
Stay off my lawn.
Where do you come from? Where do you come? How far back?
Are you from Flint?
I grew up in Linden.
Wasn't it very creepy?
Moved to Flint about 7.5 years ago, something like that.
Oh, really? Just
yeah.
that long ago?
Yeah. No, I started coming down here back in the Capitol days. I was kind of the last generation that actually got to kind of enjoy the Capitol and kind of hung around in that scene with all those hooligans. And the first generation of 432, we all kind of hung around, and most of us just hung around in the parking lot. not so many went inside, but I've been hanging around down here since. That would put it towards the later part of mid to late 90s. And then, like I said, I moved downtown in late 05 and have been down in the area since.
You like it?
Yeah. I mean, Flint is, it's like, you're one of those kind of true love kind of things where there's days when you hate them with about as much passion as you can have, and then love them the next day with the same kind of passion. Like, I love the hell out of Flint. It drives me up the wall. And so I'm kind of, I guess that means I'm home.
Long, yeah. How long have you been writing?
Officially since later 90s. I mean, I've been writing since, I was a teenager, but like, my first book came out in 99. I started, kind of getting serious probably later 90s. I think the first thing we put out was me and friends when I was in 94, so.
What was your first book?
Let's go back on nothing. Yes.
Why was it up?
The Cemetery Earth, which is a new one, makes 8, and I wrote book 8, book 9 in consecutive months, and book 9 will be out next year.
I say creepy, but There is another series of books that is just really adorable. It's like on the opposite end, and that's the Meep Sheep.
Yeah, that was your children's books, right?
They're kind of my homage to fairy tales. Just kind of classic fairy tales. That's actually book 9 is the last of those, which is funny because that ends up going it's much creepier than.
Oh, really? So you took.
Oh, it's third in the series?
Yeah. I don't know. For some reason, I felt compelled to do a last kind of thing, and so.
Is it the creepier sheep? Or?
It is. It's called The Last War, and it's about kind of the end of an age and kind of old things coming back to roost kind of thing.
So what made you want to write a fantasy homage, fairy tale?
I love great fairy tales, and when I worked retail back in the thousands, I made up these silly little characters about flying bumblebee and kitties and flying sheep and all this random stuff. They didn't have a home, so I made a little home for them. So.
I heard they just found some new ones. Real fairy tales.
Did they?
Yeah, I was just hearing that in the news.
I
Some
did not
different
know
ones
that.
that had not been published. We didn't know about it. You
No.
mentioned that thinking that we would.
Breaking
know about it.
news?
Yeah, well, it's breaking news for you. Sorry about that.
No, it's cool.
Yeah, I just heard theirs because they're very, very. The original fairy tales were pretty gruesome. I read some of them like Pinocchio. I read Pinocchio. The real Pinocchio, and it's a lot different than the one they show on Disney. All of them are.
Yep.
Are you a fan of the originals?
Yeah, absolutely. I like the heck out of the original fairy. I like fairy tales in general. Because they're an interesting way to tell a story. I love some of my favorite movies and stuff are the type of storytelling that's kind of campfire storytelling, and fairy tales work perfectly for that.
How do you feel with the Disney versions?
I was a big Disney kid when I grew up because that was what you were into Disney. As an adult, I don't. They are what they are. It's kind of an adaptation. An adaptation. It's not the same thing. So you just kind of get over it. It was weird. I had a class and we read Jungle Book, and it's so vastly different than it's a world of difference, and it's interesting. But they were telling Disney was telling stories for families and for kids. The times changed. Back then, he told all these kind of gruesome, horrible things to kind of warn about doing stupid stuff. And when Disney kind of popped up, it was the horrible things for war and all this bigger world events that kind of things like wearing the wrong slipper doesn't really matter.
Did you conceive of Disney doing the adaptation of one of your books?
Yeah, I wish. No, nothing will ever be made of my. Well, all right, I can't say that. Someone has made a short film of one of I wrote a couple. I didn't say their scripts because I can't write scripts. Their interpretations of the script. But and somebody. What the heck was the name? We actually showed it at the first Flint Horror Con. But it was just he adapted something I wrote, and again, I kind of learned about the processes. It wasn't exactly how I wrote it, but it was neat to see how he interpreted what I wrote.
Can I hear it? Can I find out what the title was in case I've seen it or something?
I can't, for the life of me, and this is just a reflection on me, I have such a terrible memory. I'm showing my age. I can't.
Prolific nature.
Well, local filmmaker Jeff Sword made it. It was super neat to see how he, interpreted it. So, he said he fancies doing something else one of these days, but he'll be the last one to adapt anything. So, I would love to see something come with Meep Sheep. I think it's kind of neat, but
Animated, maybe?
I would think so, just because I don't know if you can pull off flying sheep.
Yeah.
People laughing. It's like, oh, it's a flying sheep.
That would be a very interesting show, though.
I hope. I don't know, because it's. I'm the writer, so I think it's fascinating, but it could just be a bunch of.
Peter would probably get pissed.
Heck no, they're floating around and
They got him on wires.
So where do people get your new books locally?
I just they can get them from me if they track me down, which I'm not that hard to track down, or online. It's one of those things where I have books in stores and I hate chasing after trying to figure out where we're at. I hate bugging stores to be like, did I sell anything? Did I sell anything? And I hate not knowing if I can have sales and you don't know who you can trust. And it's not a reflection of locally, it's just in general, I would prefer to have kind of like,
More control.
yeah.
Because these are substantial. I mean, I'm sure they're expensive to print. Now, this is your second to last book, though, right?
Yes, that was my first.
And what's this? A Shadow Over Ever. What is this about? It's a novel.
Yes.
It's not.
I
just
swore I would
it's
never
not.
write a novel, and it was.
This is a big novel too. It's like this is like well, half the size of War and Peace.
Pages.
It is 666 pages.
What is this one about?
I wish I could give you. See, the funny thing is since 2005, I've never been able to come up with a pitch. Because I was supposed to pitch to these big time publishers and blah blah blah. It is about an angry man.
It's an angry man.
Doing anything. It is about an angry man, Pete Anders, who is a devout, can be atheist and hater of people, and he ends up in a war for existence, fighting for the side of the Creator against the first children of
It's a
Eve.
lot of drama.
Oh
It's
my
really
goodness!
Yeah.
This really sounds interesting.
I don't know. It's
Over in Eden.
it's against the first children of Eden who were abandoned by the Creator and who.
Yeah, it sucks being born first.
So I don't know. I get a kick out of it. It was a work. I found myself at a point where it's like I'm kind of trying to clear the ledger of projects that I never finished, and that was one of them. That's why I put it out last year. I kept waiting for a publisher, and now that they have kind of a respectability to self-publishing, I just put it out myself and said, "Heck with everybody." So I'm very happy it's out. I don't know if the rest of the world's happy about it, but I'm stoked because it was a big deal for me. And I just, it captures kind of more of my crazy personality because it has super weird dark stuff and zombies and all this kind of weird, theosophy and stuff, blah blah blah. But then there's also hillbillies with beer can legs and fly story arms.
Yeah.
Amusing.
So people can find copies at HorrorCon?
No, actually, I wish. Part of me wants to have a table at the con, but part of me also is if I wanted to have my stuff at a con, I shouldn't be putting together a convention. I should be out. So I would rather focus on everybody that's there to kind of do that themselves. I don't know. It's just.
But if they were finding you that day, they could grab a bunch of backpacks and want to buy one real quick. Yeah.
Yes.
You don't need a table to have a car. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. No, I'm a terrible salesman for myself. So.
Do you have ebooks? Is this an ebook?
Yes. Yep. It's on Kindle. And I think Kindle's the only place you can get it right now because I have to mess around with the formatting for everybody else, and I'm just terribly lazy.
Okay.
So buy a Kindle if you want to read the books.
So yeah, you can get it on Kindle.
Okay. Or you could probably find you on Facebook somewhere and get it.
Or I
Do you have a
websites at meepsheet.com.
Okay.
You can find me there, or the blogosphere. I'm very easy to find. Don't look on Otis. I just ask that.
And then the very last one.
This is the newest book, right?
Yes. That one is both of theirs are kind of cheating novels because they're both like those the Cheryl wrote 4 short stories that were kind of stitched together. That's Cemetery Earth is a collection of short stories that tell between them all tell one narrative. There are 2 main characters that kind of slowly emerge through the whole thing, but it's essentially a zombie book. The whole premise is that the earth has been soaked in so much blood that it became addicted, and as a reaction to humanity, the dead rise to kind of get rid of us. because it's kind of, it's, you know, it's self-defense, so it's just like, okay, I'm done with you. So it's, you know, it's, I got to have a little more fun because they're not they don't have to be the traditional kind of science zombies. I can kind of do what I want, so because they're supernatural. So.
Almost like ghost zombies.
No, not necessarily. It's just a matter of I didn't feel like I was beholden to any of the old, you know, tropes necessarily. I just, you know, I'm not going to try to explain like I'm not a scientist. I can barely do math, so I'm not going to try to make up some like, oh, it's a mutagen and they're going to do no. They just came out of the ground and they mumble around and they eat people. Everybody knows the shit. But I dig it. I like, you know, but as much as you can ever like your own stuff, I get a kick out of the book. It's I got to do a lot of fun stuff in the book that was fun for me. Like no one, you know, Nick would know this. You should never write a story in second person because it's horrible. So I naturally had to write a story in second person because I was like, what the hell? So I just, you know, I had fun with it. You know, again, it was another long-term project. I started the first story in like 2000, and I sat on it for years, and I was bound and determined to do something with it. And then the zombie stuff kicked off, and I was like, well, by the time I get the stupid thing done, the zombie thing's going to be done, and nobody wants, you know, the latest and greatest fad at the end of the fad. You know, nobody's reading vampire books right now, so it's not something you want to put out. But you know,
You don't see this being adapted to an AME special, a mini-series even. It's really hot right now.
See, that's the thing. That's the funny thing is zombies are still cool. And I kind of got over the whole worrying about when it was coming out because, like I said, I was trying to clear the ledger and trying to get projects that were started off my table.
Writing for yourself.
I mean, I think you always do, but I mean, I'm after book 9, I'm kind of hanging out publishing indefinitely because I've reached a point where I have 9 books out. Like, I don't want to become a parody of myself. Like, there's 9 books I can put on support. If people want those, they can get them. I'll keep writing, but beyond that, it's like, you know, I'm just stoking a silly ego. Like, oh, I have 32 books out, amazing, but no one has it.
My goal is that one day I'll leave my son with his very own homemade library.
That's awesome. Hey, what's wrong with that? I mean, honestly, no, but the thing is, with self-publishing, honest to goodness, like, it's what you want out of it. But you can do that, it's legit. Like, if you had stories, family stories, whatever, you can put them up, and it's awesome. It's honestly, and seriously, that's an awesome way to do family histories and stuff. Like, you can do, that's the neat thing, and that's what I get a kick out of doing the books myself, is you can kind of do whatever the heck you want. I'm trying not to curse. And there's so much you can do, like, it's kind of up to your own creativity, is the biggest limitation, but, you know, there's so much, and I'm always going to write, I'm always going to put stuff out there. It's somewhere, I just, you know, like I say, there's a point where you got to take a big glass of reality, and the stuff ain't selling, you're putting it out for yourself, and if I'm putting it out for myself, I don't need to put it out, I can just keep it, look, I can put it on the internet.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'll always write stuff, but after the last Moench book, I'm pretty much, the ledger is clear, so something happens someday, who knows what.
Consider writing like columns or maybe greeting
Oh,
cards.
yeah.
I have to write for work, and I write blogs all the time, and I don't think people want the sad greeting cards I would come up with.
Some people would though. The God market,
I know,
a lot of our zombie stuff. You
I'm
know.
sorry your dog died, but at least you're saving money. I don't know there's a big market for that.
Co-insurance.
Maybe
It can start an Etsy store, okay?
Well, we appreciate you coming on.
Yeah.
And if people want to buy them, how much are they?
Shadow River is $20. Cemetery Earth's 15. There are a couple, you know, they're like less than 5. I think for Kindle books, you know, like you can always find me around. I'm always happy to make deals for groups of books.
Awesome. Get the whole collection. Track
Anything
it
else you
down
want to
the
talk
parking
about
lot.
before we
Thank you
go to
guys.
Morocco? October 19th?
Yes.
Yeah, I memorized it, so it's making more copy.
Well, we're excited about it. It's going to be pretty cool.
We hope so. We have a lot of a lot of surprises that we're putting the wraps on.
The pinup girl thing, I just seen that's the newest thing, right?
Yeah.
Dean?
Yeah, we're taking a stab at a kind of creepy pinup contest. We're trying to keep kind of evolving the show and just kind of add more fun stuff for people, and we'll take a shot at this and see how it works, and people seem kind of stoked about it. So.
But it's not a photo. I thought you meant to send in photos.
No,
photos
we're gonna
as
have,
actual people. You gotta dress up crazy and go to work and spend the day there dressed up in the.
If they're right, it'll be fun.
Yeah, you will. It'll be fun. And then there's gonna be like a time where you got people out on the stage and clap for a winner. Or how do you decide?
We're gonna have judges pick the bride of the Flint Horror Con.
Okay. Well, Miss Oregon.
So it'll be fun. So I mean, we hope it's a good show. And it's out there if you're out there.
Yeah, should be fun.
Thank you guys for having me.
Thanks for coming on again. See you in a year.
And now we should probably go a little bit more.
Yeah, let's see what our underwriters got for us right now.
Page's Bookstore is locally owned and is located at 132 West 2nd Street in downtown Flint at Buckham Alley. Showcase for local authors and artists. Visit during the second Friday Art Walk.
Get a fresh start for yourself and your family by using your tax return to get rid of your debt. Hi, I'm attorney Fred Myers, and for over 25 years, I have been your local bankruptcy attorney helping you in our community. Eliminate your credit card debt, avoid your utility shutoff, and stop those harassing phone calls. Now is the perfect time to make a huge change in your life in a positive way. There's only one phone call you need to make, and that's 810-238-0900.
Okay, and we're back in. If you want to be an underwriter, it's only $10. And that would give you, only $10. And that would give you either 2 30-second commercials or a 1-minute commercial for our underwriters. That goes on the television as well as on our website. So.
FlintUnderground.org.
And you can also have commercials on our Art Walk or Collab Night videos as well if you're interested in that.
I'm willing to work with you.
Sure.
So we're back here in the Bloom Traveling Shop on the second floor of the
We
local
took a few steps out the door.
with a local superstar and activist, artist, hero to many young people in America. Tunde Olaniran. How you doing, Tunde?
I'm good. I'm really I'm shouldering the responsibility of being the voice of
Well,
America.
you're
definitely going to shoulder, right?
Look at the wings on this guy.
These are
Tunde is the most fashionable person you're ever going to meet.
Thank you. Yeah, these are from a costume that a friend of mine made. Her name is Clark. It looks like it's falling apart. This has been like battle weary. It's like it smells terrible.
It's awesome. Reminds me of
But
Shredder.
yeah, no, everyone's like, babe, I'm Shredder. But yeah, she's a Hungarian artist who made this big fur coat in a video I shot called Brown Boy. And she was amazing, and she gave me some extra little spikes. So I like to play around with them and put them on different things. So.
Cool. Yeah, it's really creative.
So they're traveling, you just take them off and put them on.
Yeah, these are safety pins. These are.
Okay.
Gotta be able to watch this at one day.
I know you have these wonderful videos and these performances. You like to combine dance and your music together, right?
Yeah.
You want to explain it?
Yeah, I mean, I've been doing music for a minute, and I think that the last time that I kind of made a major change was just being a complete solo artist. So I could have gone the route of getting a band together, and that's great, but I've always loved dance, even though I'm not like a dancer trained, but I've always loved movement and physicality, and I wanted to make an image for people that kind of stayed with them after a show. So the dancers, some of the props, the clothing, the face paint, all of that kind
The whole
of.
thing is just a piece of art. The whole performance is a piece of art, and it's wonderful. If you've ever been to
You were at Applewood, yeah.
Yeah, and I videotaped you a few times at Applewood, so if anybody wants to look at one of those videos.
That was so much fun.
Yeah, it's very creative.
Thank you.
And you sounded great too.
Thank you. We were struggling. We had a struggling sound system, and I had to bring all the components, and I haven't done that since like Taste This Days, where we had to bring all of our own equipment.
Yeah, I've got a video from that too.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I got the pictures anyway, but not video.
Just mute the audio. No,
Yeah.
it was we made it. We figured it out. So.
That was, remember you had to perform inside a ring inside a wrestling ring at the
Swartz Creek County Fair. Oh my God. Y'all don't know. Yeah, if you're a musician or an artist, you know the struggle of the crazy places you were performing. And it's like, we can offer you like pizza. I remember we got to this place and we walk out and I'm like, okay. And then I look and there's like kids freaking out, like a kid like vomiting. And then I look over here and there's a dude like holding a bunch of chainsaws, wearing like lederhosen. Like, what is happening? And then we go into the thing, and the guy's like, "Here's your performance kit," and it's like this wrestling ring. So we set up, and wrestling rings are made to bounce. So, but I'm not a professional wrestler. I don't know that. So it's like we're bouncing and trying to perform, and I have like a keyboard on a stand. I'm like, wow! Like, it was so comical, the whole experience, but you know.
I think it was before my video day, so I have photographs.
Okay.
That's what it was.
Were you there?
Yeah, I was there.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Maybe I'll dig
You
those
have
out.
to, yeah, you need to keep that. I need to see
Up
what
on
kind
the
of pictures
side.
you got. So I don't want you leaking stuff.
Okay.
So that sounds like, is that your craziest show?
As Taste This? No way! Like, oh my gosh. We played in Bancroft at a place called The Swallow, which was like really scary. I had never been to Bancroft, and I was just really scared. We've played at the Junior Gymnastics Olympics, and it was like all like Miley Cyrus's, like back when she was whatever. Yeah, so we played in kind of the weirdest audiences. I remember I had a 103-degree fever, and we drove to Alma and played a prom for like 30 people, and I did like a 3-hour set, dying of flu. We've just been in so many crazy situations. Yeah.
And I don't know why you want to give that up, but now you're kind of new crazy situations, right? Was that true? Because you have dance troupes that are involved in your performances, and that's got to be a trip.
Yeah, Emma's off camera. She's like hiding, but Emma's one of the dancers, and we get to have funny adventures. I remember once we were in New York before a show, and in my hotel room we're going over this dance, and it's like South Asian influenced.
Okay.
So I was like, all right, why don't you guys show me the choreo? So I'm in bed, and they're doing this like very like seductive looking dance, and then they look and the door opens, and this old is like, oh, excuse me. I guess the hotel gave me the wrong key. So he walks into what he thinks is his hotel room, and I'm just like, yes, dance for me, dance for me. And they're just like, so I chase him out. I'm like, oh, what's going on? No problem. And I don't even ask him. I switch cards, and I'm like, that's so crazy. And two of my dancers were like, Tunde, you don't understand how it looked like when he walked in. It just looked really like, like I'm the villain from Taken or something. You know, just really scary. So
Yeah, I can imagine. Oh, so what do you have going on now?
Just trying to finish recording a series of songs for an EP. Hopefully I will get to re-release Brown Boy on a national platform, which is going to be exciting. So trying to like get all these tracks together, figure out the sound, make it sound more radio ready. And then just shows, like we're playing in Hamtramck Labor Day Festival, which should be really fun because Hamtramck is a really diverse city. So it's a huge outdoor Labor Day festival. Aerosol and Airwaves, is that the name? Audio, that's it. In Flint on the 21st. I'm excited just because I don't get to play Flint a lot. So that'll be a festival. September 21st. And then I'm dragging the friends that I've made from Detroit to Flint because I think that Detroit artists don't necessarily see Flint as a viable market, which I think is a shame. I think audiences in Flint are really. I think so, and I think that once they meet artists here, I've seen that happen. That happened to me, but I think once they meet each other, they'll be like, oh yeah, we should put them on a bill somewhere else in Detroit, or you know. So that's what I hoped would happen when I asked them to let me bring some artists from Detroit.
Okay.
And then DIY Fest in Ferndale, which is the 13th, I believe.
DIY Fest in Ferndale?
It's a huge DIY themed festival. So it's like arts, crafts, food, musical performances. It shuts down a few streets in Ferndale. Thousands of people come through. So it's a really cool outdoor festival.
Yeah, but so that's not related at all to ours, ones in Flint. Okay.
A little bigger. So this next CD is coming out as the third transgression?
No, it's a different. It's
okay.
It's gonna be like You know, the 5 transgressions worked when I was independently releasing, but the next step hopefully will be like a label release, and so they have a totally different lens that they look at things through. It's a lot more, it's not all money oriented, but they're like, what are the strongest things you can put out, whatever the theme is, and so they really wanted to re-release Brown Boy, and I'd love for Brown Boy to have a national audience. I really love the song, so right now I'm just focusing on like what are the 3 strongest tracks I can pair with that, and then I can release the transgression on my own time, because I don't want to break that theme. If I can dip to the left for a second, release this, maybe get more traction and attention, and then release, maybe even re-release the first 2 and have the 3rd come out. I don't know.
Would you want to do all 5 eventually as like full length?
I'd love to if it made sense. You know, it might be like, stop talking about it, you know, at some point like, shut up, we don't care about this theme. So I want to do what makes sense practically for like my own goals, you know.
Okay. Well, now you brought we're going to be seeing a video of yours because we'd love to have you play in the studio, but you've got like such a big, you know, I want to get the whole effect, and so we can probably do that better with a video.
We'll get a live video.
Yeah. And what are we going to see?
I'm going to send you a live performance that we've done this past year to just kind of people can get an idea of how we put together a live show and maybe get inspired to come check it out.
Great. And if they want to get a hold of you?
TundeOlaniran.com. You can, that's probably the easiest way, or you can email me at tundeolaniran@hotmail.com. I don't know if we can scroll or whatever.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah, that's the emails. Honestly,
right
I don't have a manager or something like that, so just email me and you'll,
Great. And if you want to see your videos, then probably get
just
your website.
Just Google my name. It's easy to.
And I bet you got such an unusual name.
It shows up.
What is that name? Can I ask you?
My full name is Babatunde Bamidele Olaniran. It's traditional. So in Nigeria. Yeah, Nigeria. There's a linguistic and cultural group called Yoruba. So I can be Yoruba or I speak Yoruba. So it's like a language and a people. Or an ethnicity. So I was the first boy born after my grandfather passed away, and it's kind of a tradition that means the spirit of the father has gone, but will return again to bring back the wealth of the family. Olaniran means family wealth.
Well, you got a lot on your shoulders, don't you?
They're all, my dad's family is so like rich. Like they don't need me to do anything. They need to pay me. I need to get some money, but I need the family wealth. But yeah, they're good. It's very common, like there's a name specifically if you're the boy born after a set of twins, or if you're a girl born, it's very like...
formula.
Yeah, it's like a lot of African and Asian languages have formulas for naming that are kind of logical, that help you identify who someone is or if you meet them. Same in like native tribal culture in the US, like someone's name can be a paragraph, but it's like the river where their family is from. You know what I mean? It tells the story of that person and their family.
Right. No, I think that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay, I did not know that though.
Do you feel like you mix cultures in your performances and in your acts?
Yeah, I mean, I think I've taken like, not just my own culture, but we live in a world where there's everything, you know, at your fingertips, and I'm very much of the like cut-paste genre where like I take anything that speaks to me, whether it's my own culture or something that I've experienced or want to get to know more. So I think a lot of artists are doing that now in a way. I'm part of that.
Awesome. And if people want to get you there, you have iTunes tracks, right?
Yeah, iTunes. Don't get me on Spotify because that does not pay anything. Spotify. But yeah, iTunes. Mostly everything that I have is on iTunes. I'm also on SoundCloud if you don't want to pay, you just want to listen for a little bit. Pretty much all of my music is on those two. Yeah.
How would you say you've changed since becoming a solo act? They're applauding you.
Yeah, no, thank you. I don't know why I'm on SoundCloud. It's a huge feat.
Spotify.
Yeah, it's not like every artist in the world isn't on SoundCloud. Yeah. Solo artist, I think I'm less inhibited because I don't have to compromise with anyone. I don't have to worry about 4 other members or another member or what they want, and that might sound selfish, but I think my brain is like, I have a really decisive brain about, not everything, but like art, I like know what I want. So it's easy to just be like, this is it, I'm gonna go for it. I don't have to consult anyone. The only times is when I feel a little unsure or uncertain. But I have people around me that I really respect, different artists, and I work with people, even like Emma or another dancer will be like, try this move instead, and we'll figure it out. So being a solo artist, there's a lot of responsibility, but I think it's more rewarding for me, and the process is easier, because I think the other thing about band members is like, maybe not all of them have the same goals, or they want to just do it on the weekends, like playing at the bar. That's not what I'm about. So I think it makes it easier because I don't have to worry about anyone else's like motives.
That's great.
And whatever happened to all the Flint ninjas? Are they still around somewhere? Are they meeting yet?
The coolest thing, we had a show and I actually saw a ton of Flint people. I don't think it was because of me, it just happened. But totally honestly and like candidly, I think that my like connection to Flint is way different than it was before. I'm not a performing artist that plays for free all the time, and so it's going to be harder to make a connection with venues that can't pay or that aren't even. A lot of venues aren't even built to have live music, and it's like an afterthought. So I think it's harder now to connect with Flint audiences because I'm not playing as much. But that's okay. Like I kind of like just being in Flint as a person in Flint and not having to be like the pressure of performing. I can just go to an event and it's I'm hanging out with you, or just it's cool.
No group decisions.
Yeah. Right.
Well, so do you want to listen to the video, or anything else you want to say? Do you want to go to the video?
Listen to my music online and get at me if you'd like to collaborate. I'm always down for artist collaboration. If you're an artist, musician, filmmaker, whatever, I'm really, really down to collaborate.
We usually always do this little peace out thing at the end.
Peace out?
Yes, we'll have to do it before.
It's right before you perform usually. So.
Yeah. But now, did you say you can say things in Nigerian language? Could you say peace?
I don't know peace in Yoruba. I could say goodbye.
Could
say
you
goodbye.
You could probably just say a beautiful sounding word. No,
We can say Odabo. Then we're goodbye.
Okay. Peace out.
Set her double.
Cool.
If I learn to try, other people will too. They still make my eyes when they show you the truth. So I do what I can to make what I want to. They told me don't trust Africans. I said, how you backstacking? Only God was a striking and grit politics of the trick so attractive. Listening to gossip and you're straight from your pack. Now you're adding up your friends, but there's a problem with the math. Cause when the cash is divided, it's a trap on your back. You do the tainted love like saying, see my hood pulled up, venom in my grill, hood pulled up, venom in my grill, hood pulled up, venom in my grill, hood pulled up, pull red calm down. Get me some poison, make it look like that fire is so fun. But I know that if I wanna get someone, need to be caught both sides of one cord. White side of my left, gun in my right hand. White side of my left, gun in my right. White side of my left, gun in my right hand. White side of my left, gun in my right. Flag in my left, gun in my right hand. White flag in my left, gun in my right hand. Get off Twitter, come on. Hey! This shine that you got better than the sun on that. Hold on to the shine, teach me. Better be patient to get me. Better drop that bomb. Look the question, what I need, I see that. And I'm on my knees. Should be killing up the bitch, that's me, because he's on that. This shine that you got better than the sun on that. Hold on to the shine, teach me. Better be patient to beat me. Better drop that bomb. Look the question, what I need. See that? And I'm on my knees. Never say I can't smoke, but I'm faded. Can't stop. Listen to the chemical music. Start to keep the speakers ready to catch up. Rolling in the kitchen, hurry, can't stop. Oxytocin on the road, track those. We'll never over anything we feel goes. Into another day, that she lost hoes. Easy in, easy out, the mural. Put yourself right before you step to me, cause y'all supposed to mistake. And my responsibility, and I'll be paid. Exercise is on the top, proceed, cause I'm through. No, wait, who knows invincible? Who knows invincible?
You the top promoter going pity parties. I know life is a pit, I'm sorry, but you barely have parts of sorry. I should treat you like a shrink and charge fees. Don't seek solutions, swallow in sorrow. Same situation, repeat it tomorrow. Expect a different result, so listen to self slow. Personal mission, so you listen to so.
Ride the tidal wave until I drown all day. Forget I'm human, I need to breathe. You said you just needed a friend. few still come out and not be black enough for you. And then these questions, they really trip me up, especially when they prove to be kind of